That's just like in real life. Like it's that cartridge that it shot was a small 4570 government ball shitty cartridge. Anyways, so we call that the Winnie or the Winfield. That's its actual name, the Winfield. The
Okay.
Winfield is able to headshot, one-shot anybody. So every weapon in the game can one-shot headshot, but only up to a certain range. So I think the shortest range one is a suppressed pistol, and that's at like 45 meters. The average pistol headshot can be up to about 75 meters, and that's like quite a distance away. And the Winnie headshots or one-shot headshots up to 125 meters away or something like that. The biggest rifles in the game, like the Sparks rifle, which is a one-shot rifle that shoots large ammo. The Sparks is able to one-shot at pretty much any range in the game.
Right.
Because it's just that powerful. It used to be, when this game the way it used to be was you rolled a character and it would give you 100 health for the character, and then if your character lived, you could upgrade their health to be 150. Well, problem, the Sparks up at close range, and by close range I mean up to about 50 meters, does 149 damage. So if you didn't have your character upgraded, you would get one shot by that rifle. So they made it so that your character always starts with 150 health, and the only thing you can ever do is lose health by fire or dying.
Okay. All right, so I see a thing that says it wants me to play a demo. Is that required or no?
It wants you to play a tutorial where you'll run through a map and pick up clues, find a boss. You'll kill the boss fast, and then you'll beat the tutorial. You don't have to do it. You play Tarkov, so you'll understand that the basic mechanic of this game is we're fighting other players.
Okay. So
and we have an objective, and I'll explain how you find that objective when we get in game because it's very simple.
All right.
There are to give you a precursor. There are clues on the map. You find them by holding E. Once you pick up 3, if you haven't found the boss by then, it tells you where the boss is. You go do the boss, players come to kill you, and you leave.
Okay,
Bing,
so let
bong,
me
boom.
fix my stream to that game real quick, and then I'm ready to get going. So
Totally, Donnie, I have sent you an invite.
Did on hunt.
Wait, what'd I do? How do I go back to that? Cat invited me. Hold on. Play game.
You shift.
So I could just leave. I could just leave this tutorial.
Totally.
All right, cool. So first,
I
have to go in it, but then I have to leave it.
Yeah, go back and do it at some point because you do get rewarded for doing it.
Okay.
You get some of the fun buck currency for doing it. I think you get like 200, and that's enough to get actually a couple skins. All of the skins for guns look great in this game. And when you use a legendary gun on your end, not the enemy's end, but on your end, it makes a little special ping noise when you shoot. It's very, very good.
Okay.
Kind of makes it special for you. Let me know when you're on the main menu, both of you, so I can invite. Or so I can re-invite, I should say.
Still loading me into the fucking tutorial.
Yeah, totally.
Is this like Tarkov, where it's like basically loading simulator for 12 years, or?
No, the loading screens are pretty good in this game.
Alright, cool.
This game used to be terribly fucking optimized. Like, back in the day with my 970, I would get like 20 FPS on this game.
Okay, I'm in the main lobby.
Gotcha, I've sent you an invitation. Fun fact, you can spin your character on the main menu. Whee!
There we go. Play.
What's up, Olivia Porter? I'm Butch Clark.
Yeah. That fucking song was in my head all night.
Oh, it's super catchy. There's one that for Christmas that's super good as well. You might want to do your sensitivity while you're in there.
All right. What's a good sense?
The first thing you're gonna want to do, by the way, is go up to the top there and set your play mode as the other one, not Gunslinger.
Hunter?
Yeah, you want to set it as Hunter, your control scheme. The Hunter playstyle is the original way to play this game. The Gunslinger mode is if you're playing on a controller and you don't want to play this controller on controller on
Let's
PC.
not do that. Yeah.
This game is a shit show on the console. The most powerful thing on the console is melee weapons, because if your enemy can't hit you, you just run up and one-hit them.
Sprint to toggle.
Dude, do your controls how you want.
Alright,
I gotta adjust
sensitivities.
my vibration for my mouse.
Should I change the specific sense or just the default? Will that change sort of all of them in a way, or no?
Default is all of them, so if you want to bring it down for yourself or wherever you want to set it, you know. If you're in the
Let's
default
try
mode right now, you can
60.
play with it.
I got all my shit on default.
Maybe a little faster. Let's go to
I
like.
play on 400 DPI, so if it's slow, I'll figure it out.
So the way shooting works in this game is you hold right click to aim your gun, and then press shift to aim. And
Wait,
like,
what?
and you're
That
gonna be
is
like,
weird.
You're gonna be like, why is it like that? This stops players from being able to sprint and shoot and aim at the same time, like in Call of Duty.
I mean,
You'll
still kind of do it.
You'll understand while you're playing how it feels. It'll become like a natural thing.
Ooh, the ADS speed is way too fast.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's lower that down.
Aim down sights.
Vault.
And then shoulder aim.
Jump and vault or space. Crouch is control. I don't have a button for sprint.
So if you want to, I'll point this out right now, since you know if you don't want to get used to the way that plays. The reason I told you to play like this is because while your weapon is not aiming, you'll melee. So just don't press right click and press left click.
Okay.
Now, that is important because that little punch like that one-shots to the head. Again,
Oh, really?
any melee hit to the head, insta-kills. Holding it down is a heavy attack. So you see.
Do we have
why
stamina?
you hold, yeah, you see that yellow bar at the bottom? Your stamina
I
does
see it, I
not
see it.
regenerate while you're running. So you just need to not sprint to regenerate.
Oh, maybe toggle ADS is better.
Okay, makes sense.
That's basically what it is. Now, if you don't want to play like that, what you can do is set up the gunslinger mode. But the gunslinger mode is the exact opposite. You have to hold a button to pull out to be able to do your melee, and you're automatically always holding your weapon out in front of you.
Ah, I see.
So you just have to press right click to aim. I just don't like the way that plays. I learned how to do it the other way, and I think it plays more fluidly that way.
Right. So in this way, how would you even melee?
I don't know. That's the problem. I've never played like that.
It's V. It's V.
Yeah, and then it's V.
Yeah, so you can also hold. You can hold V to do the heavy.
Yeah, to charge.
Okay.
Right. Again,
Okay.
I don't like the way that is because, so for example, there's a weapon called the what the fuck is it called? Oh no. What it is it's a whaling heart, or it's a whaling spear with a crossbow on it, and that crossbow shoots little explosive arrows that can stick into people and kill them instantly. With Gunslinger on, that thing is always in its shoot mode, and playing with V with it is ridiculous. Like, it literally makes no sense. So you see how your character's holding the weapon to the side like that when you hold right click?
What?
So hold right click.
Oh, yeah.
You see how your character holds it to the side like that?
Right.
That's not normal. That is a skill that your character has, a talent that you can upgrade your character to have called levering. So reload your rifle. And when you're done reloading, hold right click and then hold left click and look at how fast.
I see.
So that takes the win. Every weapon in this game has what I would call a class. You know, it has a reason to use it. The Winfield is awesome at medium range. It two-shots people to the chest. Right?
Okay.
And at close range, it does the exact same thing. You put levering on that thing, and it becomes terrifying. Now, that is also the same for revolvers as well, because this game is old. You use single-action revolvers. Well, any single-action revolver in the game can get a perk. And if you're wondering what single action is, pull out your secondary, your pistol, and try shooting that pistol.
Okay.
So every time he shoots, he has to pull back the hammer. In
Right.
modern double action revolvers, you don't need to do that. You just shoot and it automatically resets
ADS.
like any semi-automatic pistol.
Yep.
Right? So
Right.
there's a perk for that pistol, and for any single action pistol where you hold it down like you did the rifle, and you fan it like one of those old West.
Oh, right.
Bang, 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 bang,
Yeah.
like,
Fucking McCree it.
it is thick as fuck. Now that silenced pistol is terrible. You can cop out of the tutorial, by the way. You're not really
Yep.
doing it, so come on.
Just wanted to fix
And,
that sensitivity. All right.
Somebody buy me crystal.
the last thing I'm going, well, not the last thing. Another thing I'm going to tell you guys about is how the leveling up, like the weapon leveling up in this game is. So let's say you want a variant of a gun. So that Winfield Compact you have there, Donnie, that lever action rifle, it has upgraded variants, I guess you could call them, like a silenced version and a version with a chopped version with a scope.
Okay.
Now, in order to get that, all you have to do is use the weapon and get XP with it. How do you get XP, you ask? You kill monsters, which you don't want to waste on doing with your gun, because that's not enough XP to be worth it. But by getting kills with it. So naturally, by getting kills, you will level up and unlock variants for that gun.
Okay.
Same thing with my shotgun. It has a variant where it's sawed off, and so instead of being a large slot, which by the way, you can only carry, you have slots, so you can carry a large and a small, or a medium and a medium, or a small and anything. Right, so this shotgun I have is a large slot. The rifle you have is a large slot.
Yeah.
The pistol I have is a small slot.
What, bro?
So,
Huh? Hold on.
so
Hold up, guys. I'll be right back. 1 second.
So, my shotgun, if I use it to kill people, naturally I will eventually unlock the medium slot version of it, which is a chopped version. So, I can bring like a medium version of it, get a perk called, what the fuck is it called? Quartermaster, and then I can bring a rifle and my sawed-off shotgun.
All right.
That shit's cool as fuck. Now let's look at your perks. So you see that little plus sign next to your character's name?
plus sign. next
You're
to- yeah.
you're Olivia
yeah.
Porter. So let's look at your loadout. You have a Winfield C.
Yep.
You have a Nagant model 1895 silenced.
Yep.
One of the only pistols or revolvers to ever be silenced. That's a real life thing. Then you have your utility. So those are your weapon slots. Then after that are your utility slots. So you have your
like stim and a firebomb.
Nah, we're not there yet. Those are not your utility slots.
Oh no.
The ones above that. So your utility tools are the knife, the first aid kit, the lamp, and the spy glasses. And then your what I would call usables are the last ones. So you have your healing shots and your firebomb. Now, you're going to ask yourself, why am I bringing healing shots, vitality shots, and the first aid kit? The first aid kit is a 3-use heal. Every time you use it, it'll heal 50 HP. That's one big bar. Okay. Your health can be made up of big bars and little bars, which are 50 health and 25 for a total of 150. So you can have like small, big, or small, big, small, or big, or small, big, small, right? That kind of stuff. The more health bars you have, the more you can respawn, basically, like get revived. But the less damage you can take initially, and the more you have to heal, like the less health you can regenerate. So a big bar is a first aid kit to use. First aid kits take 5 seconds to use, and you are unable to do anything while you use them. The vitality shot is a 3-second use full health, or full heal. Heals you immediately of all status effects except for the poison. So if you're bleeding, you will instantly. Oh, he's dead. You will instantly get full heal. A wonderful item. And then you have your firebombs, your Molotovs. You can use those for a lot of things. I'm sure you understand.
Right.
Hello.
Yes.
I see that Donnie is dead. He has exploded. It's not on the channel.
Oh, really?
Internet.
Oh, shit.
Ow, shit.
That's not good.
And hey, just so you know, this game is very streamer friendly.
What do you mean?
Streaming is very nice in this game.
Oh,
It's how I got affiliated.
Nice.
I play with a lot of streamer people.
Oh man.
Hey, welcome back.
Thank you.
Hey,
what do I do here?
Nothing. You just go to Bounty Hunt.
Sorry guys. Fucking tried to stream last night. Same bullshit again.
Alright.
Cat was explaining, and I was like super fucking interested. Listening, I'm like, okay, learning shit. Then I'm like, hello, Cat. Like mid-set and stop talking. I'm like, oh, fuck my way.
Yeah, that's probably why I went to bed.
Alright, so, explain to me a bit about what I'm seeing here.
So welcome to the main menu.
Welcome to Tarkov.
No, this will be very fast because most of it is self-explanatory. You just gotta know where you're looking. Okay, so let's focus on the first things. Your very top left. Your very top left, you see your bloodline rank. Okay. Notice how I said bloodline rank.
This here?
And it would have your prestige. Yeah. So to the right of that, you have your hunt dollars, which is your main form of currency. You use it to buy all of your guns and equipment. And then to the right of that is the blood bonds. The blood bonds you can use to buy legendary people or legendary guns.
Okay.
We'll get to legendary people later. First tab under that is the lobby. I'm going to invite you to a lobby. Please join. Yo, what up?
All right.
So, hold on, guys. Hold on.
Me and him's the same dude.
Yeah. That'll happen.
He looks badass.
What are there? Oh, the guy. Look at my guy.
Yeah.
It's my favorite character model in the game. I love it when I see it.
I'm missing an eye though, bro. Come on.
Fucking mountain.
You've been through some shit.
You know what's funny is I'm pretty sure that there's a character model that has an eye patch that covers the right eye, which is just the one the character came out of.
That's fine.
Hey, Cat, explain the game to Anthony. I gotta clean up poop all over my son's bed.
Nice.
Yeah.
I hope it wasn't your son.
I'll be back.
All right.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So, back to the buttons. So we're in the lobby. You'll see Bounty Hunt, Quick Play. Quick Play is for solo. So you can have a lot of fun playing this game solo on Tarkov because there's Quick Play. You queue into lobby with a couple other people, like 5 or 6, I think. And you go onto a map, and you guys have to find your weapons. You're allowed to pick one random basic starting weapon, like a melee or a pistol, right? And then you go into game, find your guns, you find the, or what you do is the first person to find 3 clues becomes the bounty target. Everybody else has to attack them. If you die, that person kills you becomes the next bounty target.
Right. Okay.
Last person alive, or if the person who's holding on to it long enough wins, and everybody else loses that character. The person who wins as a reward gets to keep that character to use them in bounty hunts.
All right.
So that's cool as fuck. So let's look at loadouts right now. So go back to you want to set all the settings all the way up to 20 or 30, 90 bullshit.
I mean, I'll just leave it there. Whatever.
Leave it low.
I just want to change my full screen to borderless so I could see my chat. All right, so go ahead now.
So let's talk about loadouts. So next to your character, there's a plus button. Give that a press.
Yeah.
So from top to bottom, you'll first have your weapon slots.
Yep.
Now you notice under the winfield there's 3 squares.
These here.
Yep. That means that it's a heavy, or like it's a large slot. You can only have a large slot and a small slot, or medium slot, and medium slot, or small slot.
Right. Okay.
Right.
So basically 4 dots in general.
Correct. So the winfield is a large slot, just like my shotgun is a large slot. Now, because we're talking about weapons, let's talk about weapon leveling up, because there are variations of guns in this game.
Okay.
So you see my shotgun, right?
Yeah.
My shotgun has an upgraded version, which is really a downgrade in my opinion, but an upgraded version where it is sawed off. And that takes it from a large slot to a medium slot. If I take a perk when I level him up called Quartermaster, he'll be able to carry a rifle. Let's say I carry a Sparks rifle for sniping, and I can also carry the sawed-off medium slot as tech. Underneath your pistol is the tools.
All right, so I got a knife, first aid, electric lamp, and spyglass.
Yes. So the knife is the most important tool there. Your melee slot, you'll be using melee a lot to deal with zombies and armored enemies and hives and whatnot, right? Each enemy has its own weaknesses, so you'll learn them over time. the knife deal. Every weapon deals a different type of damage. So like the knife deals rending damage. So if you stab somebody with a knife, they'll bleed. Right.
Okay.
You can get brass knuckles, which deal blunt damage. And so if there's an enemy called the Immolator, and it's an enemy that's on fire, like you'll see him, he's angry. And once he sees you, you cannot outrun him. He will come and beat your ass. But if you shoot him, he'll explode in a fireball, setting everything around him on fire, dealing damage.
Right. Okay.
So you need to melee him with your gun butt. Well, that's not very efficient on stamina. So instead of a knife, you would bring dusters or brass knuckles. And those brass knuckles use a lot less stamina, deal less damage, but again, you one-shot headshots for melee. Doesn't really matter. But the knuckles are really good at killing the Immolator. Or that fire enemy. Because they deal blunt damage and won't make him explode. Underneath your utility slots, you'll see your throwables and usable slots. You have 2 vitality shots and some firebombs. Now you're wondering to yourself, why do I have a first aid kit and vitality shots? Right?
Right. I could see there's, I guess, health gen, huh?
So in this game, you have 150 HP. I explained to you that there used to be that rifle that could one-shot you, right? So your health is made up of health bars, and those are what we call big and small bars. The small bars are 25 HP, the big ones are 50. So every time you use the first aid kit, you heal a big bar. Anytime you use that first aid kit, it takes 5 seconds. But you can get a perk to make it faster.
All right. So wait, the first aid heals what again? Sorry. For you said a large bar. Wait, what was that again?
Yes. So it heals 1 large bar or 50 HP.
Okay.
Your health can be 150 HP made up of those big and small bars. So you can have like think small, big, small. So 25, 50, 50, 25.
Right. Okay.
Right. Up to 5. You can have up to 5 bars. The more bars you have, the more you can be revived. Every time you die, you lose a health bar. And if everybody on your team dies, then you wipe. But if, let's say, we get into a fight and Donnie gets downed, but you and I kill the other team, then we can go revive Donnie at the expense of his health bar.
Right, okay.
Now, to get that health bar back, all we have to do is go kill the boss and banish it. When you banish the boss, it full heals you and gives you back all of your health bars, as far as I'm aware, from a recent update.
Alright.
You can also, when we get back to the main menu, use skill points you gained through getting character XP, which we'll get to buy back your health bars.
Right, okay.
The upgrading thing, by the way, extends to tools and equipment. Your tools, like the knife, you can get a heavy knife. The first aid kit has no upgrade. You can get tools like flares and flare pistols, and what I have in my inventory, if you open that up, you'll see I have choke bombs, which a mechanic in the game is you can be lit on fire while you're dead, and that burns away your remaining health bars. What that forces players to do is to put you out. So if you're playing against, let's say, a sniper team, and buddy fucks up and pushes up a little too close, well, he's dead. And out in the open, you throw a Molotov on his buddy, and his teammate has to run out into the open to save him, or he's fucking dead.
Right. Okay.
Right? So, I have choke bombs, which I can throw at your dead body to put out any fires in the area.
Oh, then, so the choke bombs kill the fire.
Yes, and
I see.
Also, for players, will make you cough, making your screen shake and giving away your position.
Right.
So they can be used when fighting players in close quarters to make them basically aim punch or flinch and miss their shot.
Cool.
And then behind that, I also have concertina trip mines. This is a trip mine that I will place down, and if somebody steps on it, it will shoot barbed wire
it'd go
all
boom.
over the place and cause them to bleed and take damage and, make a
Right,
bunch of
right.
noise. I also have a concertina bomb in my inventory. That's the same thing, but instead of a trip mine, it's a grenade I throw, and it
Right.
explodes in a much bigger area.
Okay.
I also have that chaos bomb, which is a grenade with firecrackers and bullets in it that create noise that simulate a gunfight.
Okay. So does that it deals damage or?
No, the chaos bomb does not deal damage. It's a distraction.
Just a distraction. Okay.
You get it when you level up a little bit, you'll get decoys, which are little metal pieces that you can throw. And you have to throw like 100 of them, and you'll unlock different decoy types. So like decoy grenades, which is like a fuse you throw at enemies. Because grenades in this game make a fuckload of noise. So an enemy will know you're going to throw a stick of dynamite at them because you have to light the fuse, and that's loud.
Right, okay.
Right. You'll know when somebody's going to throw some shit at you. When you hear that fuse light, you're going to be like... And fun fact, choke bombs defeat grenades because they put out fires. So any grenade that passes through them is put out. So you can use them to block windows.
That's pretty cool. How long does that last, though? 120 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay. Sticky bomb.
The sticky bomb, a very important tool you unlock by using dynamite. Again, you unlock upgrades by getting XP.
By using them? Okay.
Yeah.
So sort of kind of like Tarkov, like throwing grenades gives you strength and shit like that, kind of. But instead
like
of it, right.
Think of it more like Call of Duty. 25 kills or 20 using the healing items. 25.
Using it more lets you upgrade it.
Better version. Yeah.
Right. So it's sort of like a play to win kind of.
Sorry, guys.
That's no problem.
Had to wash my son. Had to pick up dog shit.
Hell yeah.
Shitty ass situation.
So
Donnie,
don't worry, because you didn't miss a thing.
Click on Cats Plus next to where it says Butch Clark.
I mean, I'm clicking on his penis, but I don't get it. What am I supposed to do?
Click
the little plus.
My name.
Yeah.
So
you got a legendary pistol, a legendary knife.
Yeah.
You got a fuck you med kit.
So we're talking about the sticky bomb. So the sticky bomb is what you get from using and upgrading dynamite. Dynamite upgrades in this form. First you get a dynamite stick, then you get a dynamite bundle, which is 3 dynamite sticks taped together. Then you get the frag bomb, which is a dynamite stick that has a lot of fragmentation on it and deals less damage than dynamite, but bleeds enemies really hard. And it can still one-shot people. It just doesn't one-shot people in a big radius. It bleeds everybody.
Okay.
Then you get sticky bombs, which are when you hit a boss with this and it blows up after an 8-second fuse, which is a very long time.
Yeah, that's fucking long.
The boss will lose 75% of its health. So they're very good for doing bosses quickly. And especially bosses like Spider and Butcher who can't avoid the attack. The assassin is the only one of the 3 of them that is able to drop the grenade because it can go into bug form and just walk away from you.
How do you only have 2 powers?
But so I got, your tutorial character is given a bunch of stuff to help you survive in the swamp. My character is a new recruit that I just got. I paid money for this guy. So let's go to the perks. My 2 perks are Dauntless, which is when an enemy throws a grenade at us, I'm able to defuse it by interacting with it.
Okay.
Right? Hence why it's called Dauntless.
Yeah.
And the second one is
because it has that long 8-second Explosion time.
Normal dynamite has 5-second fuse time, and
Oh.
if you're smart, you hold on to that stick for 2 seconds and then throw it with 3 seconds left, so it can travel through the air and blow up as soon as it gets to the dude.
Right.
Cooking your grenades. So my other perk is called Beast Face. So the noise traps in this game, especially the crows, those will again alert enemies of your presence. You don't want that. So this perk allows me to be able to move around those closer at normal speed. So if you never need to sneak past, say, a horse or crows, you just need to crouch and walk past them. But if you have Beast Face on, you can get within about 5 feet of them and still just walk past them without setting them off.
Nice.
There's hellhounds? The fuck?
Absolutely.
You haven't seen him?
So there's a variety of enemies. There's not a lot of enemies, but there's a variety of enemies in this game. There's the basic grunt. Here, I'm going to go to my Monstravum and read them out. So, we have a basic grunt, and that's just a zombie, right?
Right.
Then you have your arm. So this is where I get into what I call the special infected, because zombies are everywhere. But then you have your special monsters, the armored. It's a monster with armor on it, basically, that you attack with a knife. You have to heavy attack it 3 times with a knife to kill it. If you use brass knuckles, it takes like 7 attacks.
Okay.
And they're resistant to gunfire. Then you have a hive. It's a lady with a beehive basically growing out of her torso. And when she sees you, she'll send an angry, flock of bees at you, which constantly deal damage and poison you. Until you either kill her or kill her. Kill her
or kill whore.
Or you melee the bees, which you can just stand there and light attack. So just mash click to kill them.
Okay, so again, I got a little thrown off from kill horror. So the bee lady, I know what you're talking about. You kill her by how again? One more time.
You shoot her in the head. Her head is to her left side because the hive grows out of her torso.
Okay.
You'll know her when you see her.
Yeah, I've seen her before. I know from watching streamers. And then you're saying the bees?
Yeah, the bees you just melee attack or outrun.
Okay.
You can get a throwable that is her bee attack, but in a throwable jar. So you just throw it inside a house and enemies and fucking flush them out.
Okay.
Next special enemy, the meathead. They're kind of like they're exactly like the butcher, but without the pig head or the fire attack. They're blind, but they're not deaf, so they use hearing to find you. And they also have leeches that come out of their body that will run up to you and poison you, and that gives you a way to the meathead to come attack you. They have a 50% chance to drop a perk if you kill them because they're, kind of hard to kill. I typically just throw a stick of dynamite at them. And the last special infected, other than the hellhounds, is the immolator. So we have. I told you about it earlier, Anthony, but I'll tell Donnie. The immolator is an enemy who's on fire, and when he sees you, he'll scream, alerting everybody to your presence because it's loud, and he'll sprint at you, and you cannot outrun him. You can outsmart him by jumping fences and stuff, but you cannot outrun him. Once he is shot, he explodes into a fireball, hurting everybody around him, and every time he hits you, then he turns you on fire. In order to not do this, he can't be hit with any pistol shot, he can't be hit with any bullets, or hit with any knives or sharp objects. You have to use a hammer to kill him, or you have to use your gun butt, or brass knuckles.
Right.
And then you have hellhounds, and they're dogs in packs that bite you for a shitload of damage and bleed you. And they typically come in packs of 3 to 5. Long story short with them, all you have to do is hit them in the head with a melee to kill them. Once you start playing this game more, you'll be able to time it because they have to stop to jump and attack you. And that's a very telling thing that happens. So when that tell happens, you just stab them in the head and kill them.
Okay.
Other than that, you would just normally run around and melee them, take the bleed damage, heal it back up, and keep going.